the southwest corner of Utah and northern Arizona, Nevada. And we just rescue rental cars and overlanders and people who rent side-by-sides. And
Matt, the fearless star behind the YouTube channel Matt's Off-Road Recovery, is known for his daring rescues of vehicles stuck in deserts, mountains and rough terrains. Millions of viewers have been captivated by his bright yellow Jeep and his ability to pull stranded cars and trucks out of impossible situations. But behind the camera, Matt's life has been far from smooth. While fans see excitement and adventure, the reality has been filled with challenges, heartbreaks, and personal battles. From struggling to start his business with limited tools to dealing with betrayal from close friends, Matt's journey is one of persistence, courage, and resilience. When Matt first began taking calls for off-road recoveries around 2009, he faced numerous obstacles. Unlike the professional setups he would later have, he had no powerful rigs or long cables. He often dragged cable extensions by hand through deep sand, repeatedly going back and forth to complete a single job. What should have been straightforward recoveries often turned into exhausting marathons, testing both his patience and the endurance of his vehicles. The desert itself posed relentless challenges. Places like Sand Hollow could trap vehicles in moments, and clients were sometimes charged hundreds or even thousands of dollars for these recoveries. Despite these high charges, Matt frequently struggled to make a profit. The costs of fuel, repairing equipment, and vehicle were often outweighed what he earned, and his generosity toward stranded drivers sometimes made it even harder to balance his finances. Each day presented a battle between helping people and keeping his business afloat. Matt's difficulties were not limited to the physical challenges of his work. He also faced the technical hurdles of sharing his adventures with the world. Technology was not his strong suit, and producing videos initially seemed almost impossible. Editing software could be frustrating, footage would get lost, and audio problems were common. Uploading and managing content demanded immense time and patience. Every video that finally made it online represented countless hours of struggle. Yet Matt knew that sharing these stories was essential for his business and his mission. As his channel grew, so did the scale of his challenges. More vehicles meant more maintenance, more staff added more responsibility, and travel expenses, gear costs, and repairs multiplied. Balancing actual off-road recoveries with content creation became a delicate task, almost like walking a tightrope. Even small mistakes in money management or safety decisions could have serious consequences. As Matt's popularity soared, a new type of pressure emerged: public scrutiny. Every rescue was filmed, and every mistake or risky decision could be seen by millions of viewers. Fans praised the daring recoveries, but the need for dramatic footage sometimes pushed Matt into risky situations. Balancing audience expectations with safety became an ongoing challenge. Despite the intense strain of finances, equipment problems, criticism, and fatigue, Matt persevered. His grit kept him moving forward, shaping the story that fans had come to admire. But even after overcoming these struggles, a deeper personal betrayal awaited him, one that would shake him to his core. The betrayal came from someone Matt trusted deeply, a close colleague known as KC. KC had been present through much of Matt's rise, witnessing the successes and setbacks firsthand. This trust made the eventual betrayal even more painful. As the channel grew, KC reportedly sought a larger share of the revenue, demanding nearly half of the earnings. His actions escalated to alleged blackmail, pressuring Matt to pay a substantial sum under threat of exposure. This occurred while Matt was already dealing with legal scrutiny over his business practices, creating immense stress. KC allegedly leveraged intimate knowledge of the company to complicate Matt's situation further. While many people might crumble under such pressure, Matt had to manage not only financial and legal burdens but also the emotional pain of a friend turning against him. Matt's legal troubles intensified in 2021 when he faced criminal charges in Utah. Previously admired for helping others, he now had to confront the possibility of a felony conviction. The charges stemmed from disputes regarding how his towing company, Winder Towing, billed for complex off-road recoveries. Standard contracts like those with the American Automobile Association (AAA) did not account for dangerous, multi-vehicle recoveries in challenging terrain. Prosecutors argued that some claims were submitted inappropriately, totaling over $15,000. Matt, however, maintained that every claim corresponded to real work done, rescuing people from dangerous situations and preventing massive financial losses for his clients. From his perspective, he acted out of compassion, bending rigid rules to protect families, not to deceive. Despite the severity of the situation, Matt eventually reached a resolution in 2022. He did not admit guilt but agreed not to contest the charges. The felony was reduced to a misdemeanor, and he faced probation, repayment of disputed funds, and additional fines. News of the case divided public opinion. Some questioned his integrity, while others believed he had acted in good faith. The emotional toll was compounded by the fact that a close friend had played a central role in the unfolding events. For Matt, the hardest part was not the legal penalties but the knowledge that someone he trusted had betrayed him, pushing him into a legal and personal crisis. Even as the shadow of doubt loomed, Matt faced another challenge: restoring his reputation. Over the years, fans had come to admire his courage, kindness, and willingness to help others in extreme situations. Yet when accusations arose, trust was shaken. Some early fans felt the channel had become more polished and commercialized, losing the raw, gritty recoveries that first drew them in. Safety concerns also surfaced online, as viewers questioned the risks involved in stunts and recoveries. The combination of doubt, criticism, and past betrayals could have ended Matt's career. For many, such a fall might have been the final chapter, leading them to retreat from public life. But Matt chose a different path. Rather than disappear, Matt faced his challenges head-on. Nearly 3 years after the peak of his difficulties, he returned to creating content and performing rescues with renewed energy. He openly acknowledged the past, showing transparency and commitment. Fans responded with support, proving that loyalty and trust could overcome setbacks. The channel flourished once again, reaching new milestones in subscribers and views. Matt maintained a consistent release schedule, sharing 8 to 12 videos per month in his signature raw, unfiltered style. This commitment reassured fans that the core spirit of the channel remained intact, demonstrating that resilience and persistence could rebuild what was once threatened. Alongside his video work, Matt expanded into new areas. Platforms like Patreon allowed him to share behind-the-scenes content and technical insights, creating additional stability and independence from traditional contracts. He invested in his community by returning to off-road events and expanding merchandise offerings. His team, including trusted members like Tom and Ed, remained a constant presence, reinforcing a sense of reliability and continuity. By focusing on his skills, reputation, and audience trust, Matt proved that success did not rely solely on external contracts or recognition. He built a foundation that could withstand future challenges, showing that true strength lies in action, dedication, and integrity. One of Matt's most remarkable achievements during his comeback was the creation of the Morvair, a unique off-road recovery rig. Using a classic Chevrolet Corvair body mounted on a heavy-duty frame, the Morvair symbolizes reinvention and resilience. Just as Matt transformed his challenges into opportunities, the vehicle stands as a testament to persistence, innovation, and strength. It embodies the same principles that guided Matt's personal journey: never giving up, learning from mistakes, and turning adversity into growth. Fans saw not only the skill but also the vision behind each rescue and creation, inspiring them with examples of perseverance and ingenuity. Matt's story highlights the importance of community and trust. Even in the face of betrayal and doubt, the support of his audience proved invaluable. Comment sections filled with encouraging words, reminding him that his worth extended beyond headlines or accusations. He discovered a new kind of strength in the loyalty of countless supporters, finding that their belief in him could be a shield against the challenges of life and business. By maintaining transparency, dedication, and hard work, Matt transformed what could have been an ending into a story of growth, resilience, and renewal. His journey serves as a powerful reminder that setbacks are not final, they are opportunities to rise stronger. In conclusion, the story of Matt from Matt's Off-Road Recovery is more than just a tale of daring rescues. It is a story of persistence, integrity, and courage in the face of adversity. From struggling to build his business with limited resources, facing betrayal from close friends, navigating legal challenges, and managing public scrutiny, Matt overcame tremendous obstacles. He rebuilt his channel, strengthened his community, and created something unique with the Morvair. His journey demonstrates that true strength is not measured by avoiding failure but by facing challenges head-on, learning from them, and refusing to stay down. Matt's story inspires viewers and reminds us all that with resilience, dedication, and the support of others, it is possible to turn heartbreak into triumph. While viewers see Matt performing daring recoveries with precision and ease, very little of the work behind the scenes is visible. Every rescue, no matter how brief it appears on video, often required hours of preparation and problem-solving. Vehicles needed constant maintenance, ropes and winches had to be inspected and repaired, and spare parts had to be sourced quickly when failures occurred. The desert, hills, and trails were unforgiving. Sand could fill mechanical components in minutes, mud could disable even the strongest trucks, and rocks could bend or break essential parts. Each day brought unpredictability, and Matt had to remain alert and creative, thinking multiple steps ahead to avoid disasters. Many times he would wake before dawn to check equipment, plan routes, and ensure that his team was ready for the unexpected. Unlike typical towing services, Matt's off-road rescues were high-stakes operations. A single mistake could damage vehicles, injure people, or create enormous financial liability. He often faced difficult ethical decisions in real time. Should he attempt a risky recovery to save someone from severe financial loss, or wait for safer conditions and risk additional damage? These choices were made under pressure and the stakes were real. While cameras capture the final moments of success, the decision-making, technical skill, and teamwork required to achieve those moments often went unseen. This unseen labor demanded mental toughness as much as physical strength. Matt's mindset has always been a key part of his success. From the earliest days, he viewed obstacles not as failures but as challenges to be solved. When cables snapped, vehicles slid back into the sand, or rigs broke down mid-recovery, he approached the situation calmly, breaking the problem into smaller steps. This methodical thinking allowed him to manage risk while keeping his clients' needs as the priority. The mental strain of constant problem-solving, combined with the physical demands of dragging vehicles and equipment across rough terrain, created a unique form of stress that few outside the off-road community can imagine. Yet, Matt's ability to remain composed and persistent is part of what inspired millions of fans worldwide. The team behind the hero. Matt has never worked alone. Behind every successful recovery is a team of skilled individuals who share his vision. Tom, Ed, and other key members of the crew have been with him for years, learning the ropes and growing alongside him. These relationships are essential, as trust and communication in off-road recovery are critical. One wrong move by a team member could create serious hazards. Building a team that could anticipate each other's actions and work seamlessly in high-pressure environments was not instantaneous. It required time, experience, and mutual respect. Matt invested heavily in training, ensuring that every member could think on their feet, handle equipment safely, and understand the technical intricacies of recovery operations. Teamwork extended beyond mere technical coordination. Emotional support was equally vital. Long hours in extreme conditions, financial uncertainty, and public scrutiny could wear down anyone. Having a trusted team helped Matt cope with the pressures of running a growing business and YouTube channel simultaneously. They shared in the victories and setbacks, celebrated successful recoveries, and supported each other during personal and professional hardships. This camaraderie not only strengthened the company but also became part of the appeal for fans, who could see the genuine relationships behind the videos. Navigating legal and financial challenges. While physical recoveries and technical skill defined much of Matt's work, legal and financial challenges shaped a significant portion of his story. The dispute with the AAA and the resulting criminal charges were not isolated events. They were the culmination of years of operating in a gray area between standard towing practices and extraordinary off-road rescues. Standard insurance forms and contracts were not designed for operations that involved specialized equipment, multiple vehicles, and prolonged labor in remote locations. Matt's commitment to helping stranded drivers sometimes meant bending rigid procedures, which later drew scrutiny from authorities. Facing these challenges required more than legal guidance. It required careful risk management, financial planning, and public relations strategy. While he focused on keeping his business running, Matt also had to consider the long-term consequences of each action. Every client interaction, invoice, and public statement could have lasting implications. The stress of managing a business while under investigation added an intense mental and emotional burden. It was not just about survival, it was about protecting the reputation he had built through years of hard work. The financial strain of running off-road recovery operations was constant. High fuel costs, maintenance expenses, and the need for specialized equipment meant that even profitable recoveries sometimes left Matt in the red. Many clients were grateful for his assistance, but the unpredictable nature of the business, cancellations, disputes, and equipment failures, made stability difficult to achieve. Matt's ability to maintain financial oversight while simultaneously managing complex rescues is a testament to his discipline, attention to detail, and commitment to his team and clients. The psychology of risk and reward. Matt's work is inherently risky. Every recovery involves weighing the potential benefits against the dangers. The desert and rugged trails are unforgiving, and a miscalculation can lead to injury or equipment loss. Over the years, he developed a mental framework for assessing risk, considering factors such as terrain, vehicle condition, environmental conditions, and crew readiness. This approach allowed him to make calculated decisions